Hey guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tyjory with Mightysew Crafts and Designs. Sorry. I am not recording this again because I think this is the 11th take. So maybe it's because I'm trying to be, I don't know. But the video that I'm going to show you guys right now is a video that I made 2021 after my divorce. So I had got a divorce November 18th or the 21st, 2020. This year will be 5 years being divorced. And I had made this video as a journal to keep up with my thoughts and everything like that. So I am going to post it here because nobody ever told me that you experience these type of things, you know, after that. Like, I've never experienced a real breakup or a real heartache. I was literally heartbroken after my divorce, even though we were basically separated our whole marriage. Like, it's weird. Our whole marriage, we were basically separated. But that's beside the point. That's for another story. Okay? You guys stay tuned. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you see the hype button, go ahead and hype me up. Okay? So, don't forget that this was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, four years ago, sorry, 2021. So 4 years ago, this happened. So yeah, you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned, okay? Okay, let's talk about it. I'm at the car wash, and I have very bad anxiety now. Like, ever since last year of my divorce or whatever, everything that I went through last year, I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, everything that I went through last year, it must have traumatized me. I used to love coming to the car wash, like, loved it. And now it's not as bad, but it's still like I'm feeling some type of way. I don't know why. And I think it's because I'm very claustrophobic. Like, tight places, like my head is like super tight right now. I'm nervous. Like, it's over. Thank you, Jesus. But I just came to clean my car and I'm just like, okay, so that's over. But yeah, when I am having an anxiety attack, what happens to me is my throat swells up and I'm not able to swallow. Then my head, it feels like it's swelling up and everything seems like it's coming in on me. And that makes me even nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, that sends me into a panic because I'm like, am I about to die? Like, oh my gosh, I've never experienced any of this until last year. Like, oh my gosh, I'm good, but it's like I've learned how to deal with them, and they're not as bad as they were last year. Thank you, Jesus. But I used to be like, okay, y'all, pray, whatever. Whenever people are going through stuff like this, I never experienced, like, I really used to think people was playing games and stuff. Like, oh, like when we used to say, oh, I'm depressed, or I'm bipolar, we used to use those words, or I used to use those words so loosely, like I didn't know the meaning seriously. I was never really going through anything. Like, yes, I went through some stuff, but it was never internal with me. Like, it was always on the outside. You can see, like, okay, but it was never on the inside. But now I'm like, I've actually experienced some things, and this is real serious. Mental health, when they say take care of yourself, your mental, everything, that is so real. Like, yeah, because I don't know, like, I am dealing with the problems that I've had for the past year. I'm dealing with them. and it is getting better. So I know this is something that it can get better and whatnot. I just have to keep working on myself. But yo, I apologize to anybody that I discredit your feelings, discredit your mental, discredit anything that you were going through at the time that you were going through it. Now, I just said, oh, pray about it and all this and that, and God will. Yes, He will. Yes, He can. Yes. But I never experienced anything to where I felt it on the inside mentally. I've never felt anything mentally. It's always been a physical feeling. Like, I'm dealing with a whole lot. Not really like I'm dealing with trying to get myself back to where I was before all of this crashed in on me. Not crashed in, but all of this made me have to deal with the feelings that I was suppressing. So that's one thing. One thing that I must say that I am learning is anxiety, depression. I know that God can do anything. He has helped me and He is helping me. But one thing I know, that with anxiety and depression, if you do not face it, you're going to continue to go through it. You have to acknowledge that you are going through something, and whatever you are going through, you have to acknowledge it at the head. Like, I have so many stories where I was sitting in my car, and that's another thing. I went to the car wash today because that's one. Okay, so I went to the car wash because I know that's one place that I feel like I'm about to lose my mind or whatever, or I used to feel like that. I was nervous in the car wash, and my head started to feel all big, and my body started to feel like I was gonna pass out, and I was scared. It was just like, I don't know what it is about the car wash now that makes me feel that way. I don't know if it's just the closing in of the things or whatever or whatnot, but I can't handle it like I used to. I can't enjoy it. It used to be a relaxing thing. Another thing was me getting in my car and going to different stores. And I learned the reason why. Like, I would sit in my car and drive different places that I felt like I'll be afraid of, to go in and whatever, and see people and whatever, whatnot. So I would do those things. And, the more I did it, the more comfortable I became with going to the stores and going different places and stuff like that. Because when I say I was in the house, I quit my job because of that. Like, it was that bad. I quit my job, first of all, because I felt like that's where I got COVID from. And then another reason why, because I went back to work after having COVID, and I couldn't be around people. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out because of the COVID situation. And then I was freaking out because of all the people. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was horrible. My anxiety was everywhere. I was crying all the time. Like even right now, just the thought of it, because I remember the feeling. But yeah, like, people was never talking about this. Like, if people was talking about this before I went through this, I probably would have had a better chance. Like, I would have had a better chance of going through this stuff. Like, I would have had to go through this stuff anyway, but I would have had a better chance a better, knowledge about everything. But people was never talking about it. People never told their stories about how, oh my gosh, I jumped out of my bed because I was feeling so scared, like, or something just came over my body and I just felt like I was losing it. Nobody talked about that stuff. Nobody. So I experienced this stuff without any help, like, and I felt like I was crazy because I'm like, I can't talk to nobody about this stuff. I'm like, people gonna think I'm crazy, even though I thought I was crazy to begin with. My little brain syndrome, and I'm thinking I'm crazy already. So I'm like, do not talk about this, because people are going to consider you crazy, and you're going to be in that padded room for real. So yeah, I'm talking about it now. Like how people never talked about pregnancy and the stuff that you go through with pregnancy and the stuff that you go through after pregnancy. Like, everybody just make it seem like everything is hunky-dory. After they go through the situation, they cover it up, and then when they get through it, it's like, oh yeah, I went through that and stuff like that. So now that I'm going through it, I was supposed to walk through this with everybody, but I couldn't because I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to deal with it, especially when it was like super bad. Everything was super bad. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I was not suicidal. Like, it was just the thoughts that was coming to my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not me. Oh my gosh, I do not think like this. Why is this in my mind and everything? Like, it was crazy. So now that I'm at a point to where I can talk about stuff like this, even though I'm crying right now, it's not because I'm sad or I'm really going through some things right now. I am going through something, but it's more of a cleanse. It's more of a deep breath, and you are getting over this hump type stuff. Like, oh yeah, this is the yoga part. This is the yoga part where you're starting to relax and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at. I was supposed to be walking through this whole situation publicly, and I could not because I did not know what I was dealing with. I didn't. So now that I know what I'm dealing with, I can put things out there and help people more than what I got. Because nobody, when I say people be like, oh, that's normal. Oh, that's normal. Well, tell me how it's normal. Tell me how it's normal. How do you know it's normal? Did you go through it, or did somebody else go through it? Because if you didn't go through it, you can't tell me it's normal. Okay. So yeah, that rant is over. I need to go in the store and get my gum, because I buy 3 packs of big giant gum, and I chew it up within a few days, because it helps me. It helps me not to eat a whole lot, and it helps me with my nerves or whatever. And I'm out of gum, and then I'm gonna go for my walk. That's another thing, clear my mind and everything like that. So yeah, you guys, keep up with your health, keep up with your mental. If something is going on, do not suppress it. Let it out, because if it comes to the point to where you cannot hold it anymore, it's going to be worse for you to deal with when you have to deal with it. So if you're being bothered by anything, small things, big things, giant things, whatever, deal with them at that point. Okay, so I feel better now, guys. So, don't disregard my messages earlier, but disregard them, because first of all, when I go to the store, I'm only supposed to be in here for some gum, but I can't help myself. I had to come over here and get some ideas of making stuff. Yeah, look at these bubble sleeves. They're so cute. I love them. I'm going to make it. So, yeah, look at that. That's cute.